Welcome back to the second game of the 2013 Best of the Best series. Here we got a matchup between Toronto and Team East. Toronto based out of the GTA and Team East based out of Eastern Ontario, Quinte West, Belleville, Kingston area. This is our second game of the 2013 age group. First time these two teams will see each other. We'll see who comes out on top. Matchup is less than 30 seconds underway here as warm-up finishes up for Team East and Team Toronto. Starting in net for Toronto, it looks like number 31, and for Team East it'll be 79.
Both respective teams line up on their blue lines for the Canadian national anthem.
Final warm-up lap before we shake hands here and get game number 2 underway. Toronto wins the draw. Sent to the far side boards. Team East will dump it into the Toronto zone. Stopped by the goalie for Toronto's defense. Toronto clears their zone. Picked off by number 12 for Team East. Dumped in deep. Stopped again by the Toronto goalie. Passed off to number 19. Centered. Fall just out of reach. Trickle down to the Team East zone. Picked up by the Team East defense. Wheels around. Drops it back to his partner. Sends it far side. Number 76 will pick it up on the boards here. Dumps it in. Picked off by 27 as they will step back out of their zone. The 14 will take it in. Take a look. He will take the shot and it will not get through. Number 14 puts it in deep before circling back to resume defensive position. 16 pressures it, picks it up, tries to wrap around, is tripped up behind the net there. 16 attempts to center it, picked off by the Toronto forward. They go to change. 14 puts it in deep. No, picked off, sent back to his partner. 64 sends it up the middle. 27 picks up the puck and clears his zone up to 86. 86 will now push into the Team East zone, looking up the boards, delays. Back to his defense. Defense will walk the line, lets it go. That's in high, rung off the post. 74 will attempt to gather the rebounds. 86 picked up by Team East forward. 73 will pressure into the zone, 1-on-2 delay, looking for his team. 77 pumps in deep. Up to the deep blue line. Sent far side into the feet of 77. Will be cleared out of the zone, but picked up by Team East defense. Picked off by 74. 74 pushes in. He'll look to his friend. Sends it off the far side pass for a rebound. Picked up by Team East defense. Cleared. That'll be icing as Team East looks to change. Fresh legs from both benches as an offensive zone face-off for Toronto. 2 minutes into this game. Toronto wins the face-off back to their defense, lets it go, caught by Team East defenseman in front of their own net. Toronto wins it, pumps it in deep. Team East defense will battle to get it out. Toronto recovers it, lets it go, tipped off Team East defense, off the Toronto stick, into the goalie, loose. Goalie fighting from his back as Team East clears the zone. 91 will pump in the puck, picked off by the defenseman's stick. As Toronto will clear their zone again, up to 87. 87 will try and put the puck in here. 87 down the right wing boards, takes it behind the net, waiting for his forwards to get there with him. Centers it, number 11, scores! A quick goal for Toronto puts them up 1-0 on this Team East opponent. As Toronto takes the lead here for the first lead of the game, number 11 has the first goal for Toronto. Team East lines up for the draw here. It's won by Toronto. Toronto off the boards to their winger. Winger can't pick it up here. Team East recovers at 16. Up to the winger, is picked off by the Toronto forward. Squeaks through as Team East will take it behind their own net. Looking for a little bit of a rush here, sends it far side to the forward, tip through. He's on a one-on-one, looking for some help, centers it. Stopped by Toronto's defense as they will clear their zone again. Sent to 76, chipped up to his forward so he can get off and get a change here. Team East picks it up in their own zone, looking for a breakout pass here, centers it. Blocked by number 7 for Team Toronto. Centering, takes a look, shoots, blocked by the Team East defenseman. Back to Toronto's stick, feet. This Team East will attempt to clear, and they will. Toronto chips it back into their own zone. Team East will get a change here, looking for a regroup pass stretch. Up to 86 as he'll take it down the right wing boards. 74 will beat Team East defenseman to the puck, centers it, blocked by the feet of 73. 14 picks it up behind the net for Team East. Up the left wing boards. It'll go back down deep in the into the Team East zone. Team East goalie steers that clear of Toronto's stick as they get out of the zone here. And 77 looks to pressure into the zone, poked off by Toronto's defense. It'll be picked up by number 16 for Toronto. It's looking picked up by Team East defense, rushing. Gets it in, 14 lets it go, right into the breadbasket of the Toronto goalie. He will make the save. Team East spending a lot of time in their own zone here and will get their first offensive zone face-off of the game. Number 6 will line up against number 7 for the draw here. Toronto will be winning it back towards their own goalie for another stoppage of play. Feet of Toronto tied up in the middle there. One back to their corner. 44 passes it around. Up the boards to number 16. 16 looking to center it. He does. 2-on-3 lets it go. Team East goalie eats that one up for Team East's offense, for Team Toronto's offense to get a change. Number 11 here to take the draw against number 7. He'll win it to his winger, far side. Blocked by Team East defense. Centers it just into the glove of Team East goalie. Big save. Face-off will go right back to where it was the last time. So maybe we'll see that play call again. Fresh legs for Team East now, see what they can do. Wins it towards the boards. Team East up the boards, centering, far side. Number 16 looking to get it in deep here. It's muscled off the puck by the Toronto defenseman. 11 across. Looks to chip it up right into Toronto's stick, right through the feet of the forward here. They will race to that puck. The Team Toronto beating Team East here. Muscled off that one. Battle on the boards here between 13 and 11. 2-on-2 now in the corner. Team East taking a look. Wheeling behind the net. 13 still there. Team East looks to chip it out. Can't. Goalie steers it clear to the corner. Team East looking to break out here. Sends it far side to number 16. Number 16 looking to put the puck in. Getting past the Toronto defender here. Team East gets a fresh set of legs out. 73. Toronto steers clear. 74 now. Getting chased by 12. Can he get the shot off? He cannot. Steered wide. Team 16, Team East number 16 now with the puck, behind the net. Battle on the boards, Team East chips it away, Toronto's defense has the puck, sends it all wide to the far side corner. Picked up by Toronto's forward. Looking to make a pass, centers it off the feet of their own defenseman. And Team East looks to break out of their zone again. 73 pressuring. 73 on the press is in front of them. Can he get it off? He can, but Toronto's goalie will eat that one up, and that will be a nice save. Keep them ahead in this game. Team East with their second offensive zone face-off here. 73 looking to come away with it, and Toronto wins the draw. 44 around to 61. Centering, chips it up to the feet of 87. 87 onto the stick of 6. 6 looking to let it go, can't. Into the corner for Team East. 87 comes away with it. 87 back to 44. Back down to 87. 87 looking to walk out of the corner, can't. 44 trying to hold the zone here. It's chipped by him. 16. 6 comes to cover, sends it off to 21. 21 wheeling up the wing. 14 wheels it back into the East zone. Sends it up to his winger, just in between his skates and sticks. 11 picks it up for Toronto. It'll be back on the stick of Team East. Still looks 7. Tries to shoot it in there. Battling in front of the net. Puck comes loose, but the whistle was blown. himself just to the left side of the Toronto goalie. Here will be 11 versus 8. Team East comes away with it. One to their defenseman, looking, sends it in down deep to 91. 91 couldn't get a hold of it. Chipped out here by Toronto. Past the Team East defender. Stands him up. Oh, 11 Clyde's hard with the boards, tripping up Team East as he rings it behind his net. 11 for Team East, up to 91. Taken out by the Toronto forward. Toronto forward trips over 91. Pucks out off to 11. He's looking, taking the space he has. Sends it back to his partner. 58 looking for a pass here. Can't get one off before 45 will get to it. Toronto comes away with the puck. 13 looking. Far side, looking to forward, looking to let it go. 11 gets a stick on it, but it's just wide. And Team East clears their zone. Toronto looking, holding the line while they clear the zone. Keeps it out. 14 looking to get the shot off. Can't. Drops it to 73, and that puck gets out. 91 now looking to dump it in and get off. Team East gets a change, and Toronto gets an opportunity to regroup before they get out there. Defensive zone cleared by Toronto, picked off by 91. Battle on the far close side boards here. 13 looking, toe drag, doesn't work. Toronto clears the zone. Hard on you by 9. 76 will pick up the puck on the boards there. Toronto looks to break back into the zone. 12 holds it out there. 19 far side to 74. 74 takes it in. 17 for Team East will wheel back to get the puck. Takes it behind his own net. Chips it to 16. 16 sends it back to 12. 12 will take it back behind their net. Pressure from 74 on Toronto. So it's poked just past number 19. In the feet, on the boards. 17 picks it up for Team East, taking a look, chips it to 12. 12 looking to send it across to the far side. Is picked off by number 27 for Toronto. Shoots it, blocked by their goalie. 17 will take it out behind their net. Sends it to the far side. Is picked off again by Toronto. 9 holds it in the zone for them, looking for a pass. Lets it go, blocked by the feet of 12. Battle in the corner there, leaves Team East coming away with it from 16. 73 dumps it out, or 13 dumps it out, sorry, for a change for Team East, as that is icing, and they will come back into their own zone. Fresh legs for both teams here allows an opportunity for an even matchup. Team East clearing the zone here, pressuring 1-on-2. Can he get by him? Delays, looking for some help. Flicks it far side for 73. Is picked off by 87. 87 now looking to gain the zone. Is can't. 16. 16 dumps it deep into East zone. Team East forced to regroup. 14 stood up by 87 behind the net. Centering attempt. Can't get a hold of it. Nobody there. 77 looking. Puts it up the middle, picked up by 14 as he clears the zone to 44 for Toronto, who dumps it back deep into the Team East zone. Team East attempts to clear, is held at the line by Team Toronto. Toronto comes away with it, lets it go, far side is just wide. 87 looks for a change as they pressure hard, still in the zone. Centering, Toronto keeps it in. 42 will pump it back down deep as Team East will dump it out, and Toronto gets a piece of it. Team East gets a change with one pressure as 44 clears it up to 42. 12. Dumps it in deep. Rung around here in Team East zone. Picked up by number 9 on Team Toronto. Chipped by Team East. Team East coming away with it. 1-on-3. Circles back, looking for some help. 91 now will pump it in deep into the Toronto zone as number 7 will get there. And Toronto will come away with that one. Chipping it out, backing up. 13 will go for a skate, taking a look. Circles back into his own zone, chips it to... Oh, and Team East comes away with it! Oh, and the goalie makes the save, toppling backwards. Toronto will clear it for him to give him time to get up and recover. Sent to the far side of Toronto's zone. 44 will get there in his feet. Takes it back behind his own net. Sends it back to the corner. 9 up to 74. 74 got space. Looking at 12. 13. 13 will rush it in against 2-on-1. Chip just out of reach of 74. 74 circles back, looking. 9 has it behind the net. Into the center. Oh, stood up there, and Toronto keeps it in. Toronto will take their first seat of the game in the box with less than 2 minutes to go in the first period. We will get our first look at Team East's power play and Team Toronto's penalty kill. Lining up for the draw here in the offensive zone as Team East attempts to tie this game up here in the special teams. 11 across, lets it go off the pad of Toronto's goalie. Toronto's getting a change here. Team East forced to regroup in their own zone. 14 takes it back, pressure from the Toronto offense. Wheels around, looking, sends it to his winger. Winger picks it up, nobody there. 14 looks to send it across to 11. 11 taking a look, sends it up to 13. 13 going for a skate. Gains the zone, drops it back to his offensive teammate. Sends it across to 11. 11 lets it go. Blocked by the goalie for Toronto here. Toronto clears the zone, kept in by Team East. Oh, just outside the blue line. Face-off will come just outside. Line up here, 11 and 7 for the draw. 11 wins it back on the penalty kill. Onto the stick of 12 in the clearing attempt. Takes a look, comes around. Gains the zone, looking, sends it back to the stick for 16. 16 pressuring in deep, looking to get some control here in the offensive zone on the power play. Skating around, sends it, oh, just out of reach of 12. 12 regains the puck. Toronto looking to clear the zone. Toronto does. Team East will be forced to regroup with 30 seconds left to go in the period. Team East will wheel it up the right wing boards. 12 stopping, delaying, sends it up to 16. 16 gains the line, sends it to 7. 7 looking to let it go, can't. Stood up by the Toronto defense. Toronto looking to clear. Rushing down the far side boards. Lets it go. Blocked by Team East goalie with 1.4 seconds remaining in the period. 9 seconds to go on the penalty kill for Team Toronto. Amazing pressure on both ends. Team Toronto looking to get a shot off the draw here and doesn't. 73 blocks it, and that will be all she wrote for the first period of this game. Team Toronto leads 1-0. As we get the second period underway here, Toronto leading 1-0. Team East looking to tie up this game here. 8 seconds to go on the power play. 73 will win the draw back from 9. So they will be in their zone, and that will be all they wrote for the penalty kill here. 16, centering even here. Strength now, looking 86, pressuring in. Centering attempt blocked by the Team East defenseman. Off the stick of the goalie to the far corner. Toronto with a hard forecheck here. Looking to hold this lead and maybe break the gap open a little more. Team East will look to tie it up. 58 sends it across. 58 back to 7. Toronto trying to hold the line here. Doesn't. Team East will get there to wave off the icing. 1-on-5, looking for a little bit of help here. Muscled off the puck by number 6. Number 12 will look to hold the line, doesn't. Another line held attempt. Taken out by Team Toronto. Team East gains the zone. 6. Rung around by Team Toronto. Picked up by Team East. Muscled off the puck here. 6 comes away with it. 87 looking to clear the zone. Can't. Team East tries to get the shot off. Blocked by number 4. Number 4 clearing the zone. Looking for an offensive zone rush here. Out skating number 12 for Team East as he tumbles into the boards behind the net. 16 looking for a little bit of help. 12 seeing the far side forward. Picked off by 77. Sent up. Picked up by 27 on Team Toronto. Looking to regain the zone. 13 helps hold the line. Breaks it wide open for 77 who dumps it in deep. 6. Team East gets the stick on that, but 16 receives the pass, looking to gain the zone, and he does. 16 will get a change. 87 will get a change as Team East will recover behind their own net. Sends it up to 87. 87 centering. 14 picks it up. Just a little out of the reach of 91. 91 gets it in deep. Toronto muscles them off the puck. Sends it to 12. 42 gains the line. Lets it go. Team East goalie will steer that to the short side corner. Number 21 will regain control for Toronto. Stood up by Team East. Team East will go 2-on-1. Looking, shooting, off the far pad. Team East still has control. Toronto's goalie will eat that one up in front of the net to keep this a 1-goal game. Team East will get their first offensive zone face-off of this period. Just under 3 minutes in. Face-off won by Team East, back to their defense, sent down the boards, looking far side. Neither team can pick that pass up. 58 takes it out of his zone. 58 up the boards to 18. 18 just out of reach. 9 to Toronto, out of the zone. 74 will be looking to put it back in. 74 reaching. Toe save made by the Team East goalie. Centers it. Team East lets it go. Broke. 21. And Team East goalie will swallow that one. Number 6 wins it back to number 4. He pumps it deep for Toronto. Number 12 for Team East will get there first. Toronto wins the battle on the boards here. 16 looking to chip it out of the zone, is held in by Toronto. Back in deep as 87 will go and put some pressure. Comes out of behind the net with it. Taking a look. Takes it back deep. Looking for a little bit of room. Centering attempt to 16. Blocked with the stick of Team East. Team East looking to clear their zone. Number 9 trying to split the defense. Can't. 16 picks it up. Off the glove of Toronto's goalie. And it's chipped just out on Team East's far side boards. Pumps it in deep, looking for a change, as Team Toronto will have an opportunity to break out with a little less pressure. Number 87 will put some pressure on Toronto's defense. Picked up by number 7. 7 pumps it deep. Stuyu centers it to number 91, lets it go, and he finds the back of the net for Team East, and you have a 1-1 game on your hands. A little bit of a miscommunication there between Toronto's defense. Centers it to 91 for Team East and puts Team East on the board. Face-off won by Toronto, pumped back to the defensive for Team East. A little bit of a momentum shift here as Team East pressures in the zone, keeps it in. Oh, it's put through the feet. Toronto looks to rush on a 3-on-2, but Team East forwards are hustling back to close that gap. 1-on-1, stick handled by 13, just out of reach of himself, as Team East attempts to clear the zone. Far side pass behind him, bouncing off the boards, picked up. Offside for Team Toronto, and the face-off will come just outside the zone of Team East here. '73 versus 9. 9 wins the draw, back to 18. Sends it across, picked up by Team East defense. One time to cross to his partner, not picked up. 58 in the corner, 58 looking to rush it up here, and he will. Clears his zone, 3 Toronto defense on him. 73 on the boards. Toronto will clear their zone, picked up by number 9. 9 has 2 Team East defense. Off the far pad of the Team East goalie onto the stick of Toronto's forwards. No idea where the puck is, centering. Team Toronto's number 9 will let it go, blocked by his own forward, 74. Team East will get it out of the zone. No! A little bit messy up the middle here. 27 will look to slow it down, sends it down to 74. 74 loses the puck to 58 behind Team East's net. Team East looking to clear it. 44 will hold it in at the line. Oh! It'll be put through his feet. 11 back and behind his own net. He has 2 Toronto forwards on him. Looking for some help up the boards here. Doesn't get any. Toronto's defense will shoot it into the far zone of Team East. 73 getting changed. And it'll be whistled down offside as both teams will look to get a fresh set of legs out. Draw one by Team Toronto into their own zone. 21 wheels it behind the net. 44 sends it across to 16. 16, 3-on-2 for Team Toronto, dumps it in. 87 will look to beat 16, and he will not. 16 comes out with the puck here. 87 for Team Toronto battling. Team East comes out with it, looking to clear it out the same boards. 21 for Team Toronto will pick it up on that board there. Send it back behind Team East's net. Centering attempt. 2-4, sent to the far side defense. 44 looking to let it go. Can't. Sends it behind the net to 87. 87 will pick it up. Pump it out to 16. 16 will look to get a shot off can. It's loose behind Team East's net. Team East goalie dragged out of position here. Big opportunity for Toronto. They just couldn't capitalize on. Team East loses it in their own feet. 11 for Team Toronto picks it up. Looking. Picked off by Team East. 21 will step up to keep it in the zone. Lets it go, blocked by Team East forward. They will look to go on a 3-on-1 rush. 11 will rush it into the Team East zone. Off the far pad of Team East goalie. Tripped up in front of the net there. Team East will wheel it around their own zone, looking to stretch it up to 91. 91 will pick that pass up and be pressured by 73. He will be taken out down at the line. Toronto pressuring into the Team East zone. Dumps it, and that'll be icing on Team East and be taken back into their own zone. Fresh legs for everybody. We will be looking at an offensive zone face-off for Team Toronto here, hoping to break away and get another lead. Toronto wins the face-off, number 4. Dumps it in wide. 14 for Team East will pick it up. 74 battling up to 91. 91 looks to clear the zone, and he does. Foot race between 4 and 97. 4 will beat him there, and he will delay it back to his own, let his own team catch up. 64 sends it across. Picked up by 91. 91 dumps it in on net, and Toronto's goalie will eat that one up for an offensive zone face-off for Team East. '73 will win it in the offensive zone, but it will go to Team Toronto. 96 for Team Toronto will look to center it. Doesn't get that one off clean. Cycles back into his own zone, sees his far side defense. Centering attempt out of the reach of everyone except 64. 64 dumps it in deep, looking to gain the zone. Toronto will be the first team there. They will come out of the corner with it. Right in front of their own net. Sends it up into the feet of 86. 86 can't get a hold of it. It'll be picked up by Team East, and they'll send it back under their defensive stick. 27 sends it across. 19 up to 74, not picked up by 64 by Team East. Looking to clear the zone, can't. 9 will walk in, lets it go, blocked by 64. And that'll be waved off as icing as Team Toronto gets a piece of that one. They will be the first ones back. Hard pressure by Team East while they change. 16 for Team Toronto now, looking to go down 2-on-2 with 87. 9 off the close side pad. 14 will wheel it around. 87 will attempt to pick it up, can't. 16 for Team East will send it across to 91. 91 gaining the zone. Down the boards. And Toronto will be getting their first. Oh, Team East will be getting their first power play of the game. I still can't see. Team East on the power play here, looking to take their first lead of the game. Win it back to 64. 64 sends it across to 16. Can't handle that one cleanly. Drops it down to 91. 91 up to 64. 64 looking to let it go off the feet. In the feet of the Team East. Toronto's goalie will swallow that up. And Team East will take another offensive zone face-off. Toronto will put some fresh forwards out here on their penalty kill. Looking for a little bit of help here to get it out of their zone. Number 11 wins it, sends it down the ice, and Toronto will clear. Rushing back will be Team East's forward or defense. They will win it. He will look, sends it far side, picked up by 91. 91 will look to gain the zone, drops it back. Sends it down to 91. 91 behind the net, battling with 4, comes away with it. 12 gets a hold of it, looking, centers it, lets the shot go, and that's blocked but loose. Just saved by the Toronto goalie, diving. It's blocked behind the net. 12 will battle on the boards here as Toronto will attempt to eat some of this penalty kill, and Toronto's goalie will freeze it with their blocker hand as their stick has been thrown away into the far side corner. 57 seconds left to go in Team East's power play. Team East will win the draw. It'll be dumped back to his defense, lost in his feet. Can't get a hold of it, tries to dump it down deep. Toronto will clear. Toronto's forward will get there first. 14 racing. 14, 13. 13 will chip it, but 14 will pick it up and wheel back for an offensive zone rush. We'll go end to end here looking for some help. Doesn't get any. Centers it, picked up by Toronto's defense. He will cycle back behind his own net. And stretch pass it up to number 43 looking. Big save by Team East goalie on the breakaway. They will get an offensive zone face-off on the penalty kill with 18 seconds remaining. Team East wins the draw in their zone. 58 will battle in the corner with 96. Up the boards here, looking to kill off the remainder of this penalty kill. Less than 10 seconds to go. Team East will come away with it, centers it. 73 will rush into the zone, that'll be poked off his stick. 16 will let it go, blocked by 7. And now they are all even up again, stretch pass. Collided at the blue line, 9. And Team East will be on the penalty kill themselves now. So that will be a boarding call from behind. Team East will win that and dump it down to the far end. Toronto's goalie will make the pass up to his defense. He'll pass it across. They'll look to rush up the ice here. 21 sends it across to 44. 44 looking to gain the zone. Can't. Now he does. Loses control of it. 12 for Team East, rushing back with the pressure at 74. 96 on his way to help. 9. Now there's 3 of them battling the one. He will look to center it. Can't. 21 in an attempt to clear, saves it. So, just off the stick of 96. Can't get a handle on that one. A little bit of pushing and shoving. Team East will put some fresh penalty killers out. Toronto will look to see as they send out a fresh set of forwards for the power play. Number 11 taking the draw for Toronto. Lost in the feet. Team East comes away with it. Attempts to clear. Does. Toronto will be forced to regroup. 21 to 44. 44 will attempt to gain the zone, and he does. He looks to drop it back with a lot of pressure from Team East at the blue line. They will clear it down the ice, and 91 will pressure hard onto 21 as they rush back into the Toronto zone. Go around to 44. 44 looking nowhere to go. Runs out of real estate. Passes it across to 21. 21 looking for where he's going to send it. Skates it. Puts it in deep. And Team East will go on a 5-on-3. As Team Toronto's goalie made the skate to the bench and in a hope centered an extra attacker on the delayed penalty. For the next 28 seconds, Toronto will be up 5-on-3. A minute 10 remaining in the second period. 9 will take the draw, wins it towards the boards, sends it back to his defense. Cross to 21. 21 looks, sends it for the one-timer. Oh, just all high and wide. 86 will pick that up in the corner. Sending it across. Looks back to 86. 86 will circle back. Sends it back to his defense. 21 lets it go to. They will send it on net. Loose. Eaten up by the Team East goalie, and it'll get a little bit rough in front of the net there. as Toronto gains their 4th attacker, and it goes back to 5-on-4. 40 seconds remaining in the period. 1:30 in the power play for Team Toronto. 74 will drag it down the boards there, looking, settle it down again. 21 to gain the puck, sends it back down the wing to 86. 86 sends it back up to 21, hoping to hold the zone. Cross to his defensive partner. 86 will let it go. Nobody there for the rebound. And they will pressure it out of the zone. They have 18 seconds. 13 will rush it in for Team East. Can't capitalize on it. 9 looking, centers it, sends it up out of reach of 74, and that will come back into Team Toronto's zone for 7 seconds on the power play. Team Toronto will win the draw and break out of the zone. They have about 2 seconds to let it go. And they can't. And that will conclude the second period. We have an even score of 1-1. We'll break for the Flood, and we will be back with the third period of play in approximately 9 minutes.
At Ironman Industries, we forge the foundation of excellence in steel manufacturing. Our dedication to quality and precision sets the industry standard, delivering unmatched innovation that powers progress and builds tomorrow's world. We don't just produce steel, we craft a legacy of strength. With every cut, weld, and bend, our commitment to our customers shines through. Choose the steel partner that never compromises on quality. Visit us at ironmanindustries.com.
Do you want to develop an unshakable level of self-confidence? Then check out my best-selling book, Mindset First. It provides a concise and practical way for athletes just like you to win the mental game.
We are back here with the third period, Team East and Team Toronto. We've got a 1-1 score and 50 seconds remaining on the power play. As we look to break this tie and have a leader in this game. Team Toronto takes the ice. To get this third period underway here as we line up to start. Toronto fighting on their power play in an attempt to break the lead once more. Team East looking to have their first lead of the game here in this period. Finish up with the final 13 minutes for the 2013s. Looks like we will have 11 taking on 13, sorry. Up face off here, 13 will win it forward, and Team East will get to it first in the offensive zone. On net, and Toronto's goalie will cover that. That's a strong start for the penalty killing Team East. Team East will win that draw and it will be rung around. 87 for Toronto will pick that up on the far boards. Looking to clear the zone. Can't. Stepped in by the feet of 13. Will be cleared to 42. 42 will look to claim the offensive zone and does. Onto the stick of 14. 14 tries to dump it out. Kept in by the Toronto defense. Toronto will be called for a hand pass. And face-off will come outside the blue line. Will take on 91. 11 will come away. The winner, 42 will claim the zone, my apologies, and 87 will shoot on net, blocked by 17, regains the puck, wheels around, sending it back to 44, picked off by defense of Team East. We will be all even strength here, and it will be passed onto the stick of number 7 for Team East. Breakaway, looking, and just wide! 44 will recover for Toronto, and they will clear the zone, pressuring down the wing for 87. Gets it past the Team East defense and into the corner as Toronto gets a change, puts some fresh legs out there, and we are even strength again. He will center it to 6. 6 will attempt to get the shot off, can't. 91 with the rebound. It'll be poked off his stick, and 12 will take it back for a little bit of space. He'll get around number 16 for Toronto, and he'll look to pass it off. Can't get a hold on it, dumps it in deep and turns it around to get off. Team East will get their first change of the period. As Toronto will look to clear their zone again, and they do. 16 will chip it by. Team East will recover, and looks like it'll be 3-on-4 for Toronto. Onto the stick, a 16 for Team East as he will look back and take some time to recover. 16 on 16, it'll be passed up to 58. 58 will chip it by. It'll be a foot race, and Toronto will win the foot race. Chipped it up to 9. 9 will look for some open ice to take the puck in. 11 will recover it for Team East, chip it up. 74 will hold the zone. 58 will eat it up on the boards. Battling in the corner is send in some help for him. Team East will come away with that, chipping it by, and you will have a one-on-one foot race. Team East will take the lead. Looking to get a shot off, he does. Big pad save by the goalie for Team Toronto, and that will keep the game at 1-1. Loses the draw, still back to their defense. 14 sends it across, almost picked off, but can't get a stick on it. Into the bread basket of the goalie for Team Toronto. Team East will take another crack at it. Team East will win that face-off back, attempt to dump it in deep, but not quite get there. Toronto will win that board battle, pin it against the door there. Pull it up to 86. 86 will attempt to center it. It won't get there. Picked off again. 9 will pressure. Loses it. Regains a hold of it, and it will get pumped down into the corner. And Toronto will put that in. Sneakily behind the play. Take their second lead of the game. Team East frustrated. Will be forced to chase once more. Will receive that puck off the drop, sent back to 14 for Team East. Team East will look to, icing will be waved off. 44 will chip that back to 21. 21 will look to clear the zone, stretch to the far side. 41 will pick it up, chips it up to 13. 13 will look to gain the zone. 14 will delay, stay on side, walking in. 13 backhand just over the net. 14 will pump that puck in deep. 42 will pick that up behind the net. 16 on 64 in the corner. Send it back to the Toronto defense. Walking, lets it go. Blocked by the Team East centerman. Team East will look to clear the zone. Dumped right onto the stick of Toronto. 21, 44. 44 looking to chip it up into the zone, and he does. 11 will look to put it by him, and he will lose control. Team East will look to break out of their zone onto the stick of 87. 21. Pressure by 87, and he will go up his same boards, looking cross to his partner. His partner can't control it. 44 will look up his boards. 13 will send it in deep into Team East zone while Team Toronto gets a change. They'll wheel around and break out of their zone onto the skate of 87. Pass just short for 7 to pick it up onto the stick of 91. They'll claim the zone. Team Toronto deep. 16 will be taken into the boards hard. And number 7 will bring it around for 87, who can't get it by the feet of the Toronto defenseman. They will clear the zone onto the boards. Number 87 will get taken down. 91 chips it back in. 6 will look to get through 3. Can't. 16 will come in to help him. Taken into the boards hard by Team East. becoming a very physical game. Centers it. Oh, just into the mesh above the net by 27. And they will get an offensive zone, or just outside the offensive zone face-off. Attempt to push, open this game a little wider. Number 4 will send that into Team East's bench, and Team East's defenseman will take a tumble. Face-off will be just outside Team Toronto's zone here. Looking for an opportunity for Team East to press offensively, and they will. Gain the zone, lets it go. Toronto's goalie will steer that wide. On the right wing boards, Team East looking for an opportunity to press, can't get a hang of it. They'll take deep into the Toronto zone, battle on the boards. Team East will come away with it, centering attempt stopped by the Team Toronto defense into their feet. Down low for Team East, 74 will come away with that one. Looking to get the puck in deep, and he can't, into the skates of Team East. It'll be put onto the far boards for 16 to pick up and take in zone. Gains the blue line and dumps it in, looking for a change. It'll be sent around to 4. 4 will look up to his forward. Forward will center it to 13. 13 will gain the line for Team Toronto. Well, they get a bit of a change there. 4 Team East to 1 Team Toronto there. It's a bit of a rough battle behind the net. Outnumbered. Puck's bouncing. 11 will send it across to 21. He'll center it to 42. It'll be put on the stick of Team East, and he'll gain the zone anyways. 73 for Team East will break it out of the zone, send it across to 77. 77 will look in. Onside. Center it onto the... Oh, just out of reach. Team Toronto will clear the zone again. Oh, kept in by Team East. Toronto gets it out. Team East is forced to regroup. Looks across to the far side defense. 14. Sends it up the boards to 77. 77 will gain the line, taking it in deep into the Toronto zone, brings it around. 21 will get there first. Hit into the feet of number 91. Toronto will look to break out here. 13 into the zone of Team East. Still got a handle on it as he's being outbodied. 42 will keep that one alive. Looking for a pass, doesn't have one. 27 will send it back in deep as there's no shot lane for him to put it on net. 13 will get taken down behind the net there, and he will look to keep it in his own. Can't. No ice called, and he will look to put it in. Toronto's going with a big save as 91 comes in for the whistle. Keeping Toronto ahead, 2-1. 31 coming up big when they need him here. He's not gotten a ton of action, but when they need him, he's there. Team East will look to tie this one up with an offensive zone faceoff. Wins it forward, just wide. Into the RVH for the Team Toronto goalie. 6 will put it up the boards. Can't get it out. Centers it. 16 will look for a pass, doesn't have one. Tries to gain the zone, can't. Toronto's offside. That'll be blown dead and put just outside the Team East line. Number 6 will face off with number 13 here, and number 13 will win it back into his own zone. They'll send it across to number 12. Number 12 taking it for a bit of a skate. Looking for some space, running out of real estate there on the boards. They'll get it in deep though, giving Team East an opportunity to set up. Picked off by Toronto. Toronto will look to clear their zone, and they will. Sends it in the center for 23. 23 will gain the zone. Sends it towards the net. And Team East will pick it up behind their net, looking to go for a skate, sending it ahead. He gains the zone into his feet. Toronto's goalie will eat that one up once more. off the Toronto zone. Toronto wins it, sends it back. 73 for Team East. We'll find it on the boards. Blocked by number 9. Sent back to the Team East defense. He'll walk, sends it off. Blocked by Team East forward. And Toronto will now go the other way. Number 9 will put it through his feet. Just out of his own reach. In an attempt to hold the zone, Toronto will keep the puck in. Team East will stumble backwards. Looks like Toronto will be headed to the box as well as maybe a Team East player for an offsetting penalty here. Sure looks like it. Toronto for the trip. Team East will cross-check. 6 minutes left to go and Toronto ahead by 1 goal. This is anyone's game. Face-off will take place in Team East zone. Won by Toronto into his own feet. Come loose. Takes a shot just wide into the far side corner. Toronto will control it on the boards out of reach of his own defenseman. And the Team East forwards will bust back to get possession of it in Toronto's zone. Toronto will get there first, sending it around their own net a couple times, looking for a pass. Centers it to 44. 44 will look for someone to send it up to. He finds them. 42 can't handle it. Team East will send it across to 12. 12 will send it back onto the stick of 91. Oh, just a little bit too far. Icing's waved off. 44 will gain control in his corner, send it up. It'll be chipped out of the Team East zone. 42 will go for a rush, dumps it on net, looking for a change. And he will have one. Team East will look to dump it into Toronto's zone, and they do. 12 hustling back with 16 on his tail. Team Toronto will chip it out, gain the zone, centering attempt blocked into the boards. Team East will gain control behind their own net. And Toronto will hold the line. Centering attempt put onto the stick of Team East. Chipped up to Toronto's defense. Toronto can't control it. It's in their feet. 16 will send it to the boards to regroup. Toronto will send it down 88 with an attempt to control it behind the net. Won't. 17 will get there for Team East. And he will come away with it, sending it to 16. Number 6 for Toronto will take that one back and center it. It'll be picked off by Team East and steered clear of the Toronto defense. Team East number 16 will hustle back, trying to beat the Toronto defense. Can't get there. And Toronto will be charged with a trip, putting Team East on the power play. With 3:59 remaining in this game. Will take the draw for Team East here. No, he won't. Number 7, row 16 coming back out on the power play. Team East sends it across just out of the reach of 14. He looks to settle it down. Lets it go onto the stick of Toronto. It's loose. Sent into the corner. Cleared by Toronto's defense. Centering attempt, wraparound potentially. No. Sends it up to 11. 11 looking to his defensive partner, number 7. 7 sends it down deep for... No. And Toronto will clear the zone. Team East goalie out to stop it in his feet. 14 will be back to pick it up for Team East, waiting for someone to come back and help him. He'll be sent up to Team East swinger. He'll wheel it up the boards, running out of real estate almost into his own player. He'll take it all the way down. 11 looking, stopped by Toronto's goalie. Keep them ahead in this game. Team East wins it back, sends it across out of the zone. Oh, they're going to have to regroup. A minute left in their power play. Sends it. Oh, can't control that one. Toronto will get a hold of it and try and take the zone. Team East will wheel around, cycling back, looking for some room. Doesn't know where to go. 13 will pressure. Back to 91. 91 will send it across. Picked off by the Toronto defense. Oh, it'll get tripped up in his feet and through the feet of 64 as he'll have to hustle back. 30 seconds to go in his power play. Need to make something here. Drops it off. 13 will take it up for a skate. He'll get through everybody. Lets it go. Just wide. 12 looking to control it, settle it down here. Sends it to 64. 64 lets it go. Rebound loose. Loose in front. Toronto's goalie has it. Play will be called with 2 seconds to get a shot off for Team East before it's even strength. Timeout called by Team East just before the puck is dropped. Needing a goal within the last 2 minutes here to tie up this game. Toronto's player ready to break out of the box and help in his own zone off the face-off here. Looking for a little guidance from his coach. Listening in on the team's huddle. Team East may be looking like they're getting ready to pull their goalie within the next 2 minutes here. .31 standing on his head for Team Toronto here in that. Hoping to give them all the support they can to hold this 1-goal lead for the next 2 minutes. All right, face-off eaten up by Toronto's forward as they are now even strength. Team East comes away with it, looking, shoots off the blocker of Toronto's goalie. Up the boards for Team Toronto here, battling, cleared as Team East pulls their goalie, looking to get a goal. 91 will control it for Team East, taking it in deep, centers it, tries to steer it back to his player, can't. As Toronto will clear the zone, no, Team East will hold it in. 13 sends it out. It'll be icing unless number 11 or 14 here gets to it first, and 14 will. A minute 20 to go in this period. Team East looking to get a goal, put themselves in even game here. Sends it up, that's picked off. Sent in deep to Toronto's zone. Toronto centers it. Chips it, held in by 91. 91 down the boards, picked off by Toronto's defense, steered wide by their goalie. Will take a shot off the far pad. 91 will take it the rebound. Defense lets it go, but can't get through. Toronto looking to get it deep into the other zone. 40 seconds to go. Team East will storm back into Toronto's zone. Toronto will clear it, and 14 will regroup. 30 seconds. Team East takes the zone again. In deep, centers it. Team East lets it go, blocked by Toronto's defense. 16 for Team East will send it across to 11. 11 lets it go. That's loose. And Team East will bring it off the post. Woo! That goalie better thank his post on that one as he swallows it up. With 9 seconds to go, Toronto leads 2-1. Team East looking to tie this up in the last 10 seconds of this game. They face off in the Toronto zone. 91 will take the draw. Toronto center will be pushed back. Clock will be updated back to 9.8. 11 seconds even. 11.8 seconds. 91 will lose the draw. Toronto will clear. Oh, held in by 12, sent across. Let it go. It'll be tipped off. Toronto stick just wide. Centering attempt behind the net. 16 will shoot it forwards. Toronto will pick that off and eat it to cut out the clock. Keeping the score. 2-1 Toronto. And that will be all she wrote for this game, as Toronto will take that game one against Team East. They will look to face off again later on in the series. Close games, both 2013 age group games this afternoon. So we'll take you to our 3 stars of this game.
The third star from Team East is number 91, Cash Nelson. The star is Mario, number 11 from Toronto. And the number 1 star is number 74 on Team Toronto, Jonathan Goulet.
That will conclude this matchup here at Scotiabank Pond in Toronto, Ontario. They will shake hands and head back to their dressing rooms.